Right. We all know Facebook, the multi-billion-dollar corporation which is drawing some very keen comparisons to Cyberdyne Systems, the fictional corporation in the Terminator films which creates Skynet and basically has the Terminator that kills everybody. I'm watching you, Mark Zuckerberg. Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and companies like Facebook are slowly but surely dipping their toes into the world of artificial intelligence. AI research really is the Wild West at the moment, as with its vast potential for the future and being able to streamline our lives, who knows where it might lead to. However, as pretty much every single sci-fi film in the topic has discussed previously, there's always the potential that delving too deep into something we don't understand might have dire consequences. Popular culture has delved into this topic on a number of occasions before, such as the previously mentioned Terminator franchise, where AI effectively develops their own new order of intelligence far beyond our own. And this isn't even just filmmakers putting that warning out there. Stephen Hawking himself has commented on the use of AI development and has raised his concerns over the topic. I believe there is no deep difference between what can be achieved by a biological brain and what can be achieved by a computer. It therefore follows that computers can, in theory, emulate human intelligence and exceed it. In short, the rise of powerful AI will either be the best or the worst thing to ever happen to humanity. We do not yet know which. Basically, he's saying that the Terminator films could very well be a look into the future rather than just entertainment. And you know what? I was thinking about this as well, and if you have certain humans who can fly off the handle at random things, what's to stop a machine from doing the same and even going against its creator? The idea of AI in theory seems quite simple, a machine using vast amounts of data in an algorithm to come to a decision which can be used by us to help some aspect of life. But it is this very real and rapid development of AI which some people find troubling. Even though AI research is certainly still in its infancy, we do have some quite advanced AI at the moment. I mean, we've even got an AI that can beat the world's best chess player. And I mean, that's the start. What's the future potential for this? And hey, humans might not even need a job in the future. Well, most jobs anyway, if you can basically automate everything. I mean, YouTube might even be taken over by robots in the future. You might not need me anymore. Might just have a robot me doing the exact same thing except with a more robotic voice. What if I'm a robot? What if I've already been programmed to not be self-aware? Am I even alive? Anyway, on some more wholesome news, Facebook, like I said, has been dabbling into the idea of using artificial intelligence in their products. One area of research that Facebook has been slowly but surely going into is the idea of bargaining and negotiation, and seeing if robots technically can do that with other people. This doesn't even have to be anything really that complicated, as negotiation and bargaining are things that happen in our everyday lives, things which require an understanding of the situation, communication and comprehension of what's going on. All of which are things as humans we can grasp pretty easily. But for a robot, this is all a learning experience. So the team started with AI chatbots, which had very simple conversations to try and get an understanding as to what each person wanted and what you were going to get out of your trade. Facebook started small and decided to have AI chatbots talk amongst themselves about trading items. This is fairly straightforward. However, the real difficulty with this is trying to get the robots to understand the context behind what they're doing. So the ability to negotiate through artificial intelligence has been worked on by Facebook for a number of years, to which over the course of a number of simulations, AI have tried and tested tactics for striking a bargain when trading items, for example. For example, over time learning from all the previously collected data that trading an apple for 3 basketballs, 2 books and a cowboy hat is a pretty bad deal. That's one of the big cornerstones when it comes to this sort of research. AI learns over time, and basically it goes through a course of trial and error to find out what does work and what doesn't work given certain situations. So as time progresses and the more experience and opportunities it gets, the more intelligent it becomes. This is all fine and dandy when the robots are speaking a comprehensible language, such as English, for example. a language that people in the human race can understand. However, the team will start running into problems if, I don't know, the robots decided to start using another language which nobody quite understood, otherwise known as gibberish. I'm going to show you a conversation which the chatbots actually had with each other, which, as you can see, will very quickly descend into absolute nonsense, but apparently the robots may have been able to understand each other. They've said things such as this: I can, I everything else. Balls have 0 to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. You, I everything else. Balls have a ball to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. And you know what? You get the idea. And like any good researcher, when you have literally no idea what's going on, you probably need to pull the plug on your experiment, and that's exactly what they did. The media soon jumped on the story and leaned into the idea that AI started their own language, which could soon spell doom for all of us if robots could communicate past what we humans could understand, plotting the very downfall of humanity and how the global economy will come crashing down in this very clearly limiting format of trading virtual items. It's quite a good headline, particularly because it leans into the idea of something that some people may not have a full understanding of, and what the true limits of AI research is. The term AI is used quite loosely, and a lot of people in their minds when they think of the word AI will think of some incredibly and highly sophisticated machine which is more intelligent than a human. However, AI, artificial intelligence, can mean a whole host of things, including these AI chatbots, which, sorry to burst your bubble, but they aren't sophisticated at this stage to take down humanity. Even if the chatbots were simply experimenting with speech as they're programmed to do, that doesn't mean that they'll stop trying different possibilities to try and come to the desired result, which could be just one simple mistake down the line which could lead to a scenario like you see in the movies. The movie A Space Odyssey might be a closer reality than we all think. The reality of the situation is that the team didn't end the experiment over fears that these robots were getting too advanced for us. It was the fact that even if for some reason the robots could understand each other, the results of the experiment were not very useful, because the whole point of the experiment was for the robots to try and negotiate so we as humans could benefit. And if we can't understand what they're saying, then, well, it's a little bit pointless. Me, personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this area of science leads. I know that there's some animosity about AI and the future terrors that it can uphold, but to be honest, when we reach that stage, I'll either be very old or dead. So if that happens and the robot uprising takes over, I won't be here to witness it. So yeah, good luck guys. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Right, robot tank needs to recharge. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.